Hey friends, it's me, the Ebony Otaku, the well-rounded nerd. So, I created a little bit of a mess for myself. So all of these tabletop games that I play require dice. Aeronautica Imperialis, the one-page rules, the heresy box that's sitting there on the floor, the Titans down there, but then we've got the Magic the Gathering, and then we have like 900 board games out there, and they all require dice. And if you play games that either come with dice or require dice, you know why it's become a problem, because dice take up a lot of space really fast. Really fast, and they can just go everywhere. And like, especially with building my magic decks and putting them in the card boxes, like my idea was to keep my dice for a particular deck in the card box, but then there's two different decks in each box, and that little shelf in the middle only holds so much. Like, it got a little nuts there. And then earlier this week when I had the youth hostel going, so I'm filming this right after our youth had spring break from college, and they all decided to come camp out at our house, which is totally fine. I fed them, we played Magic, it was great. But my stepson, when we were playing Magic with everybody, and we did our draft night, we needed dice, of course, because that's just part of how you do this. But he brought out this giant bag. That was actually, it was really cute. It's green. It's shaped like some critter from some anime he likes. I can't remember what it is, but it's something that he loves. And I was like, that's a dice bag? And it was just filled with dice. And I was like, huh, well, that's kind of cool. So then I got on the Googler. And that's where I found this. So I'm one of those people, I am never averse to indulging in your hobbies. Obviously. You know, if you can afford it and you have the space, knock yourself out. If you gonna end up on an episode on, you know, like the A&E and Dr. Chabot or Dr. Zazio is gonna have a talk with you, cut it off. But I have firm rules when it comes to collecting. If I cannot display it beautifully, if it has not aged well, like this pair of headphones here, it's starting to not work. I like them. I'm looking for a pair like them, and then I'm going to replace them, and those will get junked. Or I'll give them away to someone who doesn't care, you know, or somebody who doesn't, you know, do this to their hair, because that headphones stretch out over time. But if I cannot display it beautifully, if I cannot access it easily, so I can just grab those off the wall, then it must go. It's not really the Marie Kondo method. Her method is, does it bring you joy? Yes, everything in here brings me joy. But I have to take it a step further in practicality, because when you collect things, you can let your collection get out of control real easily. And I really like having my space to be usable. I think since I moved after getting married, I've probably rearranged my desk, not the office, but my desk 4 times, because I find better ways to make sure I use the space. Like, I like the arm space in the front of my desk clear. I have my laptop here, cameras here. It always goes in the same spot when I record. Monitors to either side. I like to be able to use and see things. And on my desk, there's like, you know, figures and stuff hanging out here. But all my headphones, I love headphones, like pink AirPods. Love. Love a headphone, but you know, I can get to those easily. The set that I use for work and recording and stuff like that, they are hung up on the wall in front of me. All of my figures over here I can get to easily. There's 3 of those green shelves right there. Funny story how I got those. I'll tell it one day. It should be on the wall where I've got my chair where I do my readings now. But I saw a better use of space. That shelf was off by itself, so it wasn't a cohesive look. So I've got all 3 of those shelves on this wall. I've got my bookshelf cabinet over here. And last night I was actually looking for a book to read. I don't know when that recording's going up, but I read from Chinua Achebe's Things Fall Apart. Went to the symphony, dressed up, went full like African princess for some reason. I could not waste the look. So had to do a reading from a book appropriate to the look. But yeah, when I was looking for my physical copy of that book, I took every book out of my cabinet And then was like, well, I didn't find the book. I had to read from the electronic copy, but I had to put them all back. And I found a better way to arrange them. When I put them back, that actually created space for more books. So I'm always rearranging, because if I can't enjoy it, I don't bring it in. And the dice were starting to get to that place. Like, this is me, doesn't have to be you, might be you. But when I'm playing games like this, especially when I'm putting in the work to build armies, build decks, I want the theme to run across the entire game. So I'll give you an example. Like, here he is. So this is one of my finished, let me let him focus. Don't focus on me, focus on him. There we go. Got it. No. Oh, come on. There we go. Got it. So this is one of my finished word bearers. Yeah, I know. Admire him. He's beautiful, isn't he? Look at him. All by hand. The only thing airbrushed on this guy is the base, is the primer. Not even the base coat. All of this, every panel, painted by hand. Everything. Just, you're just going to let him turn. Go on, show the people what you're working with. Show them that booty. Keep going. Yes, every one of my fingernails is a separate color. Glad you noticed. Girl nerds, it's what we do. But yeah, so I really love my word bearers. I love my chaos word bearers. And I wanted dice that matched. This was work. Each one of these little dudes probably has 5 hours of work into them. Like, I go ham when I paint. And I wanted dice that matched this little guy. I mean, look at him. He deserves his own dice. So what do? You buy dice that match. So I got these as a gift from my husband. He got them for me over Christmas or my birthday, I believe, at the end of last year, because I'm a December baby. Everybody knows it. They're heavy. Listen. Shh, listen to this. Yeah. Hey. Nobody said you could move. Camera, get back over here. Yeah, they moved my camera. They're so heavy. So these are some hefty dice. I cannot just pour them in my hand from up high and make a cool shot because it'll hurt. But you use dice, one, of course, to roll your turns and stuff. And these are, to be fair, I'm about to show you D&D dice, but they can be used as counters and other things in the game. But I wanted dice that matched my word bearer. So let me grab one of them where you can actually see the numbers. So this is the dice. I know, right? Look at that. It's got like little blood splatters on. Let me get it up close. Take a spin for the people. Look at that. Isn't that insane? And here's who it goes with. You see it? You see why it's so great? Yeah, it's pretty great. So I wanted dice that match this. So I can roll for turn in this, roll for order, like who's going first, that kind of thing. And there's some other uses where D&D die do cross over with Warhammer. So I have a set of dice that match that, and I have other dice. And when you get those box sets, where you basically are completing a whole army out of one box, they typically come with a set of dice. Like my Titanicus box, it has a set of dice in it. I'm opening the Horus box probably next week because we're doing an event in June that I need to bring a 1,000-point army to. It's getting opened earlier than I planned. But these are serious. Look at them. These are weapons. They came in this leather bag because I'll tear anything else up. If I do use them outside of our dwelling, I have to bring a dice tray because these will cut up any mat that's out there. They're sharp. But with my dice bag, you know, I did notice that the son just dumped a bunch of dice in here, which, hey, if that works for you, you do you. There's no judgment here. Doesn't work for me. Because I themed the dice to the game that I'm playing. So these dice in their bag now go in the big bag. And I can keep my dice corralled and separate at the same time. So he goes there. We're going to set Mr. Space Marine up here. And when I was looking for dice bags, because when I say theming, it's not just theming to a particular game, but also themed to my life. I like things that are pretty. Pink is my favorite color. I like butterflies and flowers. And y'all see that butterfly up there? Yep, and like the little butterfly mirrors, those are all over the office. Like a great amount of my jewelry is butterfly themed. I have a hand beaded butterfly necklace that I got down in the Yucatan like 5 years ago. No, I got that in Mexico City, actually. At the airport. Someone else pointed it out to me. They're like, that's you. Go get it. And I was like, yeah. And I almost missed my flight to go buy this necklace. It was worth it. But like, yeah, today, like all the jewelry is planet themed, you know, here's the sun, all the planets. I love this necklace. It's handmade. The artist only sold a few of them on the Etsy's and the Amazons, but I got one. Jupiter, and what I love is Pluto. You see Pluto? Ooh, Pluto's still a planet. And then planet necklace. And this lets me just have a ton of color. So like my outfit is solids, but then I have a ton of color going on with the jewelry. She themes her life. So I wanted my dice are themed to the games I'm playing, but I also wanted my way of carrying them themed to me, but also still themed to everything else. That's kind of the fun of collecting and building stuff, is figuring out how you want to arrange it. Like when we were out and about today, looking for ways to, blow our spending money, because we just, this is your video couple advice. So one of the things that we do to support one another is, we're married. So everything, all is all. What's yours is mine. What's mine is ours. That's just how it works. Everything is everybody's. But one of the things my husband and I do for each other is out of each of our checks, because we work for separate companies, is we provide spending money to one another intentionally, to ourselves and to one another. Everyone can't afford to do that. But if you look at your budget, and, you figure it out, and then you figure out, oh, wait, there's, X amount left that isn't designated for savings or groceries or bills or anything like that. One way to reduce tension and increase happiness, gift one another. Intentionally gift one another just free money that you can do what you want with. And we use it in all kinds of ways. Sometimes I buy platform Converse. Sometimes I buy makeup. That's where this lip tint came from, like a year ago. Sometimes, like today, like I was, what I use? Oh yeah, I wanted one of those Subtle Beauty stacks. I bought an off-brand one to see if it was worth it, because I travel a lot, and if I want to do a makeup look for the plane, like I don't wear makeup every day. It's makeup is like work or special occasion. Like when I went full African queen, we were going to the symphony. I'll dress up for that. And plus I had like a new dress and jewelry I wanted to try, and I was like, we're gonna do the whole thing. But like today, it's just lip tint. That's all I have on my face. But we're going on vacation, a couple of big trips this year. I don't want to take all my makeup bag with me on those trips. I want to reserve that space for like fun stuff. So like got myself a Subtle Beauty makeup stack. I want to see if I try it. I liked the off-brand one. Now I'm going to get the name brand one. Like that's the kind of stuff we do. And then my dice bags, sometimes we save up our spending money so we can buy something big, or we buy a bunch of little things. But little stuff like that, like I'm giving my husband, like, you please go get stuff that makes you happy. That has nothing to do with house, home, taking care of stuff, just stuff that makes you smile. And he does the same for me. And then sometimes we use our spending money just to buy each other gifts. Like, find those ways that you can either give to or give a path to for your partner to get things that make them happy. It might be baseball cards. It might be an evening of Topgolf with their friends, or you. It might be a really cool glasses case that they want. They might, like to grill, and they want a new grill set, with the tongs, click, click, and all that kind of stuff. Whatever it is, a new leaf blower, but if you can figure out how to provide that avenue once in a while to money that's just for the random stuff, it's a good thing. And it teaches you what each other loves and what makes them smile. And then you can find the surprise ways to make each other smile. Anywho, so I also, when I was perusing for bags, I was looking for a set of bags that I liked just because I like them, but that would also match the theming of my other stuff. But then this one showed up. Y'all know that famous Japanese wave painting? They came in a leather bag. And, y'all, I was just ordering a bag. When I unpacked it, what the heck, it had its own dice. So that's great, because I didn't have any dice that match this bag. I don't know what game I'll use these for. We have the Dungeon Siege game probably I can use these with. But I'll figure it out. But I wanted this bag. Eventually I'll have another set of dice to go in here. But, big bag. We pop it open. And because it's one of those bags that opens up to almost flat, you can fit a bunch in here. So now if this one goes in here, And I just pull the drawstring and there we go. Now, what about the rest of my dice? I'm so glad you asked. So when I was looking for dice bags, I was looking for them themed to like anime and stuff that I liked, properties I liked, but everything was like very D&D driven. Or it had to be something like Naruto, something like that. I could not find like a Sailor Moon dice bag. Now, to be fair, for the big carrier, use whatever you want. Like there's a Sailor Moon makeup bag that I have, and I saw it pop up. And it actually would have been perfect for carrying these little dice bags. But I already have it, and it's for nail kit stuff, so we don't duplicate. But I am very happy that I found this bright pink dice bag. But then I found, as I kept scrolling, I was doom scrolling, I found these. And they are butterfly and moth zodiac themed dice bags. Now, I'm not a big zodiac person unless it involves fruits basket. If you know, you know. But I love butterflies. Like a big chunk of my jewelry is butterflies. Like butterflies and flowers. Like those are my favorite things. And pink. You know. But I found them to be absolutely gorgeous. And I was like, there we go. And plus, there are so many color variations that not only do these match me, but they also match all of my other dice sets. I know, right? That's greatness. So now I want to match the dice sets to the bag. Now this is a beautiful set in here. I found it on Amazon. Now you've heard me talk a lot about my local hobby store where we go paint, we play games and all that kind of stuff, and I love it. Buy food there, hang out, have a great time, sit and paint, talk to people. It's a good time. I believe in supporting local business. I do. I believe in supporting the arts. I'm all for it. But dadgum, when the price is wrong, the price is wrong. Some of the dice that I wanted, that I saw there as I started, needing reasons to having reasons to buy dice. Like there were some sets that I saw that were, $60, $70. Now they're beautiful dice. But we're going to pay something for what it's worth. And it was actually my stepson who pointed out to me, he's like, oh, I've seen those exact dice before. Here's where you can find them for a quarter of the price. And they were the same dice. So I support local business where I can. And if I can't, we go find a better deal. That makes sense. So this is one of the sets that I got to go with my Magic the Gathering. Look at that artwork on this tin box. I actually haven't completely opened these yet. I have not taken them out of the box yet. But wait till you see. Are you ready for it? I don't think you are. Look at these dice. I know. Soak it in. Soak it in. He escaped. But yeah, they are quite beautiful. They've got a good weight to them. Look at that. I love like the little inlay. I mean, just polished to perfection. Is this the 20? No, this is a 12. This is... Look at that. Don't judge my nails. I do them at home. I like going to a salon, but, I like my nails almost all the time to be like 10 different colors. 10 fingers, 10 colors. That's what I believe. So I started learning how to do like dip powder gel and all that kind of stuff at home. I save going to the salon for very special occasions like somebody's wedding. Look at that. They're insane. Oh my goodness. Is this the dodecahedron? I think it is. Yeah. You know how I learned what a dodecahedron was? What's that? The Phantom Toll Booth. If you know, you know. But look at them. Oh my God. This is the one that they had as a display image on the Amazons. And this is the one that got me. I said, oh my God, that is delightfully beautiful. Just, my God, today they're pretty. I love things that are crafted with care and are just exquisite. That's why, my go-to jewelry for when I travel for work is I have a whole set, several sets of just planet jewelry, like that are in the theme of, because I like color, but if I'm wearing solids, I can wear busyness. If I'm wearing colors, it still matches, so I don't have to worry about trying to find something that matches. I'm going to keep this tin. I'm actually going to pull the foam out because now this tin box will live a different life. And it's real cool looking. So actually, I'm just going to stick it up here for now. It's on top of Dingy and Power, my little minifigs. But now, for these guys, that is, they need the bag that matches. So let's see if we can find the right bag for them. Let's see. What do we think? That's a good option. Yes, I know this nail is chipped. I did my nails literally like the other day. And they looked real good, but this one decided, I think it's the color. So I'm going to change the color of this nail while I watch horror movies this evening. Because that's what I do. Nope, I don't think the black goes. We're going to toss the black over here. Let's see here. That's an option. That's an option. These are gold, but I like the flowery look of the other one's better. This one's purple. No. And this one's blue. Nope. No. Maybe. I'm going to put you in the maybe pile. Oh, no more maybes. This is the one. All right. So, and that's why I'm glad those came in a set, because now these are also a little heavy and pointy. I would probably still use a dice tray with these. But here they go. And now these are in their own bag that goes in the mother bag. This is the mother gum. The mother bag. So, in it goes. And then zip. So now all my dice are organized. Now I have more dice. We don't need the trash from dice. You know where the trash goes, right? There's not a pile of trash behind me. You've seen me sit on the floor. I keep my office very clean. I keep the house very clean too. That's for y'all. But I have other dice that need a home. Let me grab those. So you remember this box, right? I love this box. Look at this. Look at this. This is a commander deck box. And it rises out. I know. I got one for my sister-in-law that's purple, and she's building her first commander deck to go in it, because our family we're weird, and we love games. But it has a dice tray. I got these dice to go with that commander deck. They are color change to heat. So right now they're on cold, but as you warm them up, let's see if I can get them change. When they warm up, they turn white. But I think you gotta play for a minute. Now it's gonna take too long when I'm doing that. But this little drawer here, I'm now gonna use this for like tokens and the little counters and stuff that you use for D&D. That would fit better in this. This is a dice drawer, but I'm gonna use it for my tokens instead. Now these need a bag. Let's look at them. Is this the one? That could be the one. This one's really blue themed, so not that one. Oh, that might be the one. We're going to put that on top. Let's see here. Nope, it's not that one. It's a maybe, but I really think we may have found it. No. So it's between, I think that's it. Or, it's this one. In they go. And shall we deposit them back to the mother gum? In they go. And then look at that. Organized dice. I'm loving it. I have one more set that needs a home. This box has 2 complete double-sleeved commander decks in it. It's tight. And I put the token cards in with the decks and it's tight. That's not going to work. So luckily for this, I love this box. One, because it's pink. It's themed to me. And obviously those bags are themed. It is upside down. is themed to me. But I don't have to open up the whole thing to get the dice box. I'm going to pull that out. I forgot how pretty these were. I totally forgot how gorgeous they were. So like when I say like the little token counters and stuff, like these, like when you activate stuff and all that in Magic, like there's different kinds of counters. I don't have time to explain it right now. But I got these. These are plastic. They're rather lovely. Oh my goodness, they're so pretty. They are so great. Yes. Like look at them. They've got like flowers inlaid in them. Butterfly flowers in pink. That's what I love. And if I can't have it in pink, I want it in like teal, turquoise, that kind of shade. Yeah, I love them too. They got me with that. But this drawer was closing kind of tight because I have like the bonus cards out of the commander boxes in this little drawer. And I've got the tokens squished in there. So now I can fit all of the chips and tokens in here easily. And I'll go back and next time we play, I'll take care of that. But I can slide this in nicely and it closes so much better now. It needs a bag. I think I already know which one because we've looked at them all. But I'm thinking, I kind of am thinking maybe this one. Oh, that's the one. In they go. Come on, you're as happy about this as I am. So organized. Just so wonderfully organized. Just last dice, I promise. So you recognize this? This is Aeronautica Imperialis. This bag I do love a lot for carrying figures, and this is strictly going to be an Aeronautica bag for my Necron flyers. I have one row of Necrons completed in here, as you can see. The dice that I use for Aeronautica are in this bag right here, and it's just a plain nondescript dice bag. There's nothing wrong with this bag at all. Let me be clear. There's nothing wrong with it, but I have 40 dice in here. 30 or 40 dice are in here. And in Aeronautica, you need dice for rolling your activations. You need dice for choosing the order every time a round starts of which way around the table you're going to go. And you also need counters on your aircraft that show like what their health is. So since I fly the Necron ships, this is one of the more powerful in the aeronautical. Remember my magnets? I know, right? These are the ones that are magnetized. See? That way they stick on the stands like that. I know, that's great. But this is the first one I painted, and I rather love it. And I mixed the colors on this because I got this at a paint party night. I wasn't playing Aeronautica at the time. I just picked it because it was Necrons and it was a cool looking ship. And I painted a whole bunch more to actually play the game. Ended up getting dice. These are the instructions that show you like all the paths you can fly in the game and stuff like that. And then there's another tray in here that is holding on to my maneuver counter. So when you pick the maneuver you're going to do, you put that face down on the board. And then when it's your turn, you reveal what you're going to do. You make your maneuver, and depending on what order you're in, that may have helped you to go first or second or third or whatever. So that's kind of cool. But I've got those separated out in here so I can just grab a stack as I need it, which a lot of people use this for. But the more planes you have, the more counters you need. I never really need more than 3, depending on what game we're playing, because the Necrons are overpowered. Let's be clear. The Necrons are overpowered compared to the other planes. Which is fine. I didn't even know that when I picked them. I picked them because it looked cool. And a lot of what I buy, I don't pick for practicality. I picked it because it looked good. Who's texted me? Eh? Oh, never mind. It has nothing to do with me. Everybody's good. But I bought it because it's pink. Well, I wanted a dice bag, but it really helped that it was pink. So I wanted a way to keep these out of here because I don't want something to accidentally crush these figures. That foam and padding and support is great, but I really don't want extra weight bearing down on these figures that I spent so much time creating. So I based the dice I wanted for Aeronautica off the first one that I painted. I know, just look at them. He's beautiful. So since I needed large dice and small dice for different reasons, because you roll the large dice to show if you hit. That's what I use the big dice for. And this is what I mean by big dice. And then there's the little dice to show it. This is what I use for their life counter. So I'll sit it next to him. So if he's down to 1 life, I put it up on 1. He starts with 4 typically on my Necrons. So they sit up here and then I reduce it. And then once it's down, you know, that dude is gone out of the game. So these work perfect for me. And I can tell them apart because of their size. But as far as coloring, I wanted to match the colors to the first one that I did. So that's where this really beautiful turquoise came from. And then I like pink. No other reason. So that's a really good match. We're going to put him back in his bag. Go home. Have a good night. And then we're going to close him up. So now this is just a Necron bag. And I have space for 1, 2, 3, 4 more ships. They will probably be Eldari. So I've got plenty of Necrons. There's another couple of Necron types of ships that I want, so I'll probably get 2 of those. And I'll probably do 4 Eldari, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So where those little turn tokens are, they will probably end up in a couple of dice bags in the future. Good thing there's, 12 animals in the Zodiac. I got 12 little bags. So, but these are safe in here now. Figures only. We are not going to throw them behind us. We're just going to set them down nicely. But now, let's see here. Now I need the blue bag. 1 for the large dice. And then, where's the other one? 1 for the teensy dice. So, I have to separate them out. So, the large dice will get the solid blue bag. So, I'll put all of those in here. Big dice. Big dice. Now, let me pour them all out so I can see them. Ah! And I'm not getting rid of this bag. It's going to be used for something else in the future that it matches the theme. So I'm just going to put all the big dice in because they're easier to find. Now, while I'm doing this, let's be clear. I did not need all of these dice. Need is a very loose term. Need is by definition. Based on one's circumstances. I am a matchy person. I like everything to match. But mostly match my personality. And they weren't expensive. This little box of dice for the Itzies, the little bitty ones, that was like $4 on the interwebs. And the big ones were like $4 as well. So I didn't spend a ton of money on them. I didn't spend a ton of money on these bags. This was like $7 for 12 bags. So if you look and pay attention, you can, have your little like organizy way without spending a ton of money. So I did not need this. But puts a smile on my face to have it all organized. And then now, because this is a big old bag, look, they all fit. And here is my dice bag with all of my dice. So when I go play anywhere, I take this. If you go to game stores or anything like that and you play these games with other people, you will have one of these. You're going to need a dice bag. You're going to need transport for all your figures and everything that you use. Get you one. And then the ones that are not being used right now. So we're going to take the ones that aren't being used. I have 5 bags. We're just going to use this bag to store them. And guess where it can live? Empty black dice bag with the other dice bags. Hey, quit moving. Good thing my office is clean. That'd be embarrassing. And there we go. They're all in here. And now I've got my cute little dice purse for when I go play the games. No judgment. You don't have to get that matchy. That's just me. I just wanted you to see that there were options and different ways to do this. To each their own. I hope you enjoyed that. And as usual, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one.